Welcome to the WBC Arena. What a night we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, it's going to be an amazing night. As per usual, everybody's going to benefit.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Amir King Khan, 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in 146 pounds, and has that impressive reach of 71 inches. And he'll be facing Shawn Showtime Porter. And it's the King, Amir King Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK. Shawn Showtime Porter, fighting out of the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, USA. This welterweight world champion looks to get back on top.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan. Hiding out of the blue corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Shawn Porter.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your seat. This is that packed. The atmosphere is ridiculous.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Both men step back for just a moment. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. And he misses with the left uppercut. They exchange punches. Another scoring shot there. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a counter left. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that? Oh, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
He He misses with that jab. Good counter left hand there. Missed him with that uppercut. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That one will count. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Good work, you're thinking. Don't get the jab. No.
Here we go in round 3. Who's gonna land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That punch scores. In these middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Pretty close fight here in this round. Not a lot of defense here at all. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He misses with that jab. Fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Nice punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Both want a knockout, you can tell. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Those punches add up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Nice exchange here from both men. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
A lot of defense here at all. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! It's It's now or never. The clock is ticking. This is his big chance. Trying to measure his punches now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round. Solid punch. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Trying to answer back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
A very competitive round here so far. Fighter has not shown us much defense at all. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. It's all offense all the time. You know, the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning, would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think him. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
So that left lands. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We'll see how much endurance these two. We've made it to round 10. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
A very competitive round here so far. Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? Quick punch scores. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Shawn Porter just got rocked. Heard the old phrase, there's the bell for round 11. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an ending out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round? Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. Nice shot with the left. Oh, what a punch! Men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in? We thought we would have made it to 12. A lot of energy put into that last round. Can they keep it up here? This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
And he misses with that jab. Pretty close fight here in this round. He missed with that jab. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close hands.
Fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, that is a bit of a surprise. It ends in a draw.
You know what? That's fair. And for the fans, I feel sorry for the fans because they wanted to walk away with some winner. But eventually, these guys are going to have to do it all over again. A draw. Suck it up, Buttercup.